Hey guys, I'm back and I'm going to do a review today on the Borghese brush set from Costco. It was in my haul video a couple videos ago, and I kept the box but not the packaging in the box. So this is what the box looks like. And then it just has a picture of all the brushes, and it comes with a pouch holder for your brushes. And there are 10 brushes that it comes with. And again, it's called, I think it's called Borghese. I used to say Borghese, but somebody told me that it's Borghese. So yeah, that's what I'm reviewing today. And this is the box that it came in. On the back, it tells you the name of each brush, the number of each brush, and what the brush is used for, what it should be used for. So that is the box. And then this is the little pouch that it comes with. So it's not leather or anything, but it's, you know, it's handy. So that's why I got it. And I got it at Costco, and it was $23.99. They're limited edition. I don't think, because I know Costco comes out with them every year. So, you know, if you're interested in these, you might want to check out Costco soon, because they did come out, I think, back in May, in the beginning of May. So when I went to my Costco, I went today, and there was only a small selection left. So I think once they're gone, that's it until the following year. But don't quote me because I'm not 100% sure. And I also heard that you can purchase them online, but I think somebody said they were $29 online. So you might want to check there as well if you don't have a Costco near you, or maybe they're out at your local Costco. So anyway, I'm going to get started with the review. There's 10 brushes. Only 9 of them fit in this little pouch here. And then the other one, you know, you just have to carry it along separate from the pouch. So once you throw the box away, you can still have this little brochure that it comes with, and it has a picture and a number, name, and instructions for each brush. So this comes in handy instead of carrying around the bulky packaging. The nice thing about these brushes is it has the number and the name of the brush on each one, like this one here. So this one is number 100. It's the powder kabuki brush. And it's really nice and fluffy. It feels really soft. Now, the problem with this one is that it sheds like crazy. I mean, it sheds a lot, and I've washed it quite a few times. I feel like it's shedding a little less now that I've washed it more, so hopefully it won't be shedding very much longer with a few more washes. So yeah, it was shedding like crazy, especially the first and second time. But I've washed it about 3 times now, and like I said, it's getting a little better with the shedding. So the brush, the majority of the brushes are made from premium grade natural bristles. That's what it says here on the brochure. And this is just a kabuki like powder brush. So I just use this after I apply my foundation. I just use this for my powder application. So I just buff it into my skin with this, and it works pretty well besides the shedding. And the only other downfall I can say about this is that it is a little bit pokey. Like, it feels really soft when you touch it like this, but when you put it onto the skin, it is a little bit prickly. So, I mean, not really, really bad. I just have better brushes that are not so pokey. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a downfall. Okay, so the next brush is the angled contour brush, and it's number 101. And it looks like that. So this brush can be used for blush, highlighting, and contouring. I mainly use it for contouring my face with bronzer. See, I have a similar brush to this that I use for contouring, but it's like half the size. It's like really short. So this one I like to contour like down here in the hollows of the cheeks and around the hairline and on the nose and on the chin. So this one is very soft. It has shed a little bit, but not nearly as much as the other one. So this one hasn't really shed too much, just a little bit. And I think that's normal, you know, like after you wash them a few times, hopefully the shedding gets better. But I like this brush a lot. It's really nice. It's not too dense. It's a little dense, not too much though, not over the top. And yeah, I just think it works really, really well for contouring. It also works really well for blush. I haven't tried it though for highlighting, but I'm sure it'd be good for that as well, like it says. So that is number 101. Next brush that I want to show you is the number 102, and it's the Duo Fiber Blending Brush. And it's like this. Mine are dirty, I do apologize. I've been using them daily so that I could do this review for you guys. And so this is just like a stippling brush. You can use it to stipple on your foundation, and you can use it for blush, you can use it for highlighting. There's different things you can use it for. I personally prefer to apply the blush with this. It's not very, very dense, so I don't think it would be the greatest foundation, liquid foundation brush. So I just prefer using it for blush, and it works really well for the blush. You just barely tap it into the blush and then just kind of stipple it on and then blend it in a little bit. So that's what I use this one for, and I actually really like it, and I don't think I've had any shedding at all with this brush. So next one is the 104 round foundation brush, and this one, I've never used anything like this. I haven't used any foundation brushes like this at all. I really didn't like it in the beginning. I think it's okay now, but it's not like one of my favorites. So with the foundation, like for me, when I put foundation on, I like to kind of stipple it on and then like blend it, buff it in. With this, you can't really do that. This one, you actually just, you can kind of pack it on, or not pack it on, you can kind of dab it on into the areas you need, and then what you do is you just streak it down in a downward motion. So you would use this brush the same way you would use one of these type of foundation brushes. Even though this one's round and this one's flat, basically the concept of applying the liquid foundation would be the same. You would just brush down onto the skin, so you can't really buff it in with this. And I'm not like a fan really of these kind of foundation brushes. I prefer maybe like a duo fiber brush or a flat top kabuki kind of brush. Those are the kinds that I like to apply my liquid foundation with. So this one is, I'm not crazy about this one for liquid foundation. Now I think this one really works good though. When it comes to foundation, I think it works good to get around like the nose area and under the eyes. It works really, really well for under the eyes, so I do like it for that, but I don't like it for like the entire face. The next brush is number 105, the concealer brush. And it's just a typical concealer brush. I don't really use concealer brushes, to be honest. I don't really apply concealer to my face. I usually just put concealer sometimes under my eye, and that's not even on a daily basis, just sometimes. I really just like to use my finger to apply concealer under my eyes. And so this brush, I find it good for applying eyeshadow. It's just kind of more of a stiff brush, and it's not like a fluffy brush because it's a concealer brush, but like today I actually applied my green eyeshadow with it, and I thought it works really well. And these kind are also really good for applying pigments that you're going to apply wet or foiled. So if you use like a mixing medium to apply your eyeshadow, these kind of brushes are better because they're stiff, and it just helps when you're patting on the color. So I like this one more for eyeshadows than I do for concealer. And then number 200 is the eye powder fluff brush. And it's just a really fluffy, pretty dense powder brush. Now this one I think is good for like applying powder like under the eyes. I actually did that today. I put some powder under the eyes. But before that, I found it really good for just like after applying shadow and blending up the upper edge. That's what I found it useful for. It is a bigger brush, so I don't think it's really good to use it to apply shadow into the crease unless you have a really spacious eyelid. If you have a lot of room in your eyelid, this might work good for you, but I don't find it a good crease brush for myself. But I think it does work good for blending out. And another thing that it's good for is contouring like around the nose. Like I know a lot of people like to contour around the nose. I just use this brush for that. But I did try it with this, and it does work well to contour around the nose and like the chin area. Okay, so the next one is number 201, and it's just an eyeshadow brush, and it's kind of a large eyeshadow brush. I think it's more on the large side. There's probably larger ones than that, but this is probably one of the largest ones that I personally own. I'm not crazy about them being too big, but this one's good for just all over powder on the eyelid, and that's mainly what I used it for. So Again, just 201 eyeshadow brush. There it is. And I haven't really got any shedding with these last few that I've talked about. Not at all with these two here, the concealer and the foundation brush. They haven't shed at all. And these are actually, they're premium grade synthetic brushes. So the other brushes are natural bristles, but those two are synthetic. So they haven't shed, the synthetic ones. So the next one is the 202 angled eye contour brush. And it looks like that. So it has a flat top. And this kind of brush is very new to me. I've never used something like this. So at first I didn't really like it, to be honest. I thought it was kind of just a weird shaped brush for me. So I think it's meant to contour like in the crease area. And I think I've gotten the hang of it, so it's a little better for me. I don't have as many complaints as far as the shape of it. So I just get the powder for my crease and I just blend. But I think it's better if you do it in one motion instead of back and forth. I think it worked better for me that way. So I would apply the eyeshadow on to my crease and then I would just brush it like in one direction instead of back and forth. Back and forth a little bit worked, but I think it worked better just going in one direction. So the main complaint that I have about this brush is that it sheds like crazy. It's shedding so much and it's such a smaller brush. I don't know. See, like just going like this, look at, see there's a hair. I don't even know if you can see that. See these hairs? I don't know if you can see that. Here, watch. No, that's the complaint that I have about this brush. I'm putting on my eyeshadow and it's shedding like crazy all over my face, and then I have to pick off all the hairs off my face and it's just annoying. So the shape of the brush, I didn't like it in the beginning, but I got a little bit used to it and I'm still playing with it. So, but I think it's a little better than I initially thought. But the shedding is just a downer, big time. So the next brush is the 203 domed smudge brush. So the domed smudge brush, I find this one good for just applying color into the outer corner, and it is a little bit stiffer than, the bristles are short and a little bit, I mean they're not super stiff, but I find them a little stiffer than some of my other crease type brushes, but that's because the bristles are usually longer. So these ones are a little shorter, and yeah, it just works well for applying color in the outer corner, but it is kind of big, so you don't really want to pick up a lot of product on the whole surface of the brush. I just find it best to kind of get it at the tip first and then blend from there. So that's what I use it for, that's what I like it for. Let me see what it says here. So it says to contour the eyelid, so I guess this one would be good to apply shadow into your crease, but I didn't really find it best for that. I like the bristles to be longer when I apply color to the crease, just so it blends better with the longer bristles. With this, it's kind of stiff and it's just like, I don't know. It just didn't work for me as well into the crease. I think it works better for color in the outer corner to deepen up the look. So yeah, that one's what that one's for. I don't think this one has really shed. If it has, it maybe a hair or two, but that's it. So I don't really have a problem with that one shedding too much. And then the last one is the number 204 angled eyebrow brush. So I've used this one for eyeliner, using eyeshadow as eyeliner, and I've also used it for my eyebrows. So I like it for both of them. Like today I used it to apply the black eyeshadow as eyeliner on top and bottom lashes. So I think this one's a good brush. I think this one's synthetic too. Yeah, this one's synthetic. No shedding with this one, and it works really nice. It's kind of small and narrowed, so it works really well to apply powder to your eyebrows. So I think this is a good brush as well. So that is pretty much it for the brushes. And then here is the holder. You can put the brushes however you want. These slots in the middle are bigger, so I would recommend putting the bigger brushes there, but these I think are all about the same size on the ends. So, and then it just has the flap to protect them, and then it's magnetic, so I don't know which way it's supposed to go. It can go either way, to be honest. that is the case. Okay, so my favorite brushes from the set is number 101 Angled Contour Brush. That one, because I don't have one that's large like that. Mine's like a half-sized one. Then the 204 Angled Eyebrow Brush. Eye and Brow Brush, sorry. I like this one a lot. And I like the 102 Dual Fiber Blending Brush. I like this one to apply blush to my cheeks. And the 201 Eyeshadow Brush. This one's just nice for all over color, all over your lid. And 105 Concealer Brush. I like this not for concealer, but I like it more to apply eyeshadow, especially if you're going to use them wet or foiled. I really like this one for that. So overall, I do like the brushes. I don't think they're all like the best brushes that I own. I have some that I like way better than these. But the reason I got it was for travel, so I think it's really a nice set for traveling. It's only $23.99. You get 10 brushes. That's a lot. That's a good amount of brushes for your money. Sorry. I have allergies and my throat gets so dry when I talk too much. So yeah, this makes it nice for travel, and that's mainly why I bought it. And then plus because of the price, it was a really good price, and I've heard a lot of good things about these brushes. So I know they change them every year, so maybe previous sets were better than these. I don't really know. But yeah, again, if you're like a beginner and you're just starting out with makeup and you need brushes, I think this would be a good set to try because of the price and the selection of brushes that you get. Or if you need a traveling set, I think this would be a good traveling set. I'm not crazy about the travel sets with the tiny like half-size brushes that are like half a size of a regular brush. I don't like that. I like a full-size brush that comes in a little holder like this for travel. That's just what I prefer. Oh, and another thing I think this brush set would be good for is for like gifts. I actually bought a total of 3 sets, and one was for me, one was for my mom's birthday, and one was for my aunt's birthday. I know my mom needed like a travel type set, so I got this one for travel. I got this set for her as a travel set, and then my aunt, she's always on the hunt for nice brushes, so I got her a set for her birthday as well. So that's another thing another idea is they would be good for a gift. I mean, you can give them that gift in addition to something else, but I think it's just a nice little gift for somebody, and it's at a very good price. So that is pretty much it for the review. I hope I covered everything. If you guys have tried the brushes, put comments below and just put your thoughts on them, if you like them, if you don't like them, and maybe a little more detail, just so everybody else can read your comments and just get an idea if these would be a good buy for them or not. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, and thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!